Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, one of my favorite types of decks that can possibly ever be played, it's Cosima Control. Blue and black, the blue-black attack is back, and we are running 4 beautiful copies of Cosima God of the Voyage. One of my favorite cards, a card that I thought might be the best card in Kaldheim. I was wrong! I think I can't remember. I think I put it number 1 on my set review, but said it was because I thought it was a cool card and that Goldspan Dragon should be first. I was right about Goldspan. I remember Goldspan Dragon, thinking it was like a top 3 for sure. I mean, that's pretty good for in the dark, but Goldspan Dragon shouldn't be that hard to evaluate. If I'm going to slap myself for my Kaldheim review, I may not have thought Allrun's Epiphany was any good. Oops. But, you know, we don't need to dwell on that. I know you guys love a little bit of streamer stupid haha moment in your day. Hopefully you enjoy that one. So this is a fun Dimir control deck that can pose as a mid-range deck because it can put up curves of threat if you're against other control decks or just you really want to put an aggro deck on the back foot. We have 4 copies of Kaido, so you can go Omen Keel, a 3/3 vehicle with crew 1 that gets you lands from the opponent's deck, into Kaido, which makes a 1/1 to crew the Omen Keel, into Sorin, which makes a 2/3, and they're all, you know, in their own way, these all also draw a card every turn. So you put your opponent really far on the back foot. Same with Lulf. You know, a curve of like this into this into this into this really puts any deck that isn't insanely aggressive behind right away as they try to figure out how to deal with all the value you can get every single turn. But we also kind of sneakily become a control deck. We've got 4 March of Wretched Sorrow to swing races in our favor if anybody dares try to race us. We've got a Ray of Enfeeblement and a Blood Chief's Thirst. We've got a Meat Hook Massacre. We've got Infernal Grasp. We've got a Baleful Mastery because we had no exile effects in the deck, and a Soul Shatter because we had no sacrifice effects in the deck. It's really good against Hinata and Goldspan too. And a couple of counter spells from Jwari, Stroke, Negate, Test. It's a hybrid control-ish deck, and it does a lot of the things that I think this format likes. Esper does this pretty well with Rafine, but the meta's adapted pretty well to Esper, and one thing that we've learned about Esper over the last few months, the mana is shaky. So this is a lot of what Esper does in a more consistent 2-color shell that gets to play a few different cards to try to shake up the monotony of playing the same deck every day. And I love Cosima, God of the Voyage. I really do. The ability to kind of play the lands and charge this up and then return it to the battlefield and draw a bunch of cards in the late game lets you play the control game, while the Omen Keel lets you play the kind of aggro value game. We also have 4 copies of Field of Ruin to flip Cosima on our opponent's turn and bring it back in mid-combat, which a lot of players still don't know how that works and walk right into. So that's why we've got 4 fields in the deck. No Evolving Wilds. There are steps too far. I think that would be a step too far. You don't want to play an Evolving Wilds on turn 4, 5, 6 when you would have Cosima in your exile zone to make it better. So we'll stick to Field of Ruin. I miss Fabled Passage. Fabled Passage would be a slam dunk, but I digress. We also have 4 Memory Deluges to also complete that kind of grindy control game plan when we need to switch to it. If you're not on the grindy control game plan, if you're being beaten down or you're trying to fight for board position, don't be afraid to just discard Memory Deluge to Celestis or to Kaito Shizuki and try to get other cards that are more impactful right now. All right, that is the deck. I don't feel like the decks require long intros at this point since most of the cards are very, very known and will be throughout the summer. I am going to SCG. Nope. Take that back. I went to SCG Con Indy earlier this year and it's still stuck in my head. I am going to Command Fest Indy. I leave very soon, so I'm doing a lot of recording today. So post-game wraps, not so much. I know you guys miss them when they're gone, but trust me, it's necessary for the travel and saves me a good amount of time. So on that note, I'm going to thank some patrons right now, and then we're going to dive into the gameplay. And don't worry, I always get comments like, nobody tells me I'm cool. I tell you you're cool in the intro. I'll put it right here. What the heck? I don't care. Seriously, do you guys skip the intros but still watch the outros and get salty that you're not cool? You're exposing yourself. You skip you intro skippers, dirty intro skippers. Okay. Anyway, Patron shoutouts: M Dub, Danny T Log Gaming, Stephen O'Dodd. It turns out I was wrong about everything. That is a username. Double B, Alex J Nele, Brad Zimmerman, Jean Grenier, Sarah Garner, Sam, Bradley Disbrow, Jacob Torres, Christy Gonzalez, Ugor, Lily, Calibom, Cohen Mirbeek, and Matt Howard, and Peter Rhines, and D. Wang. I've got to stop there. But thank you so much for your support on Patreon. Shoutouts now start at the $4.99 tier. And I'm going to shout out all the patrons who have stuck with me for a while before I get to the new shoutouts. But we're almost up to date. We're doing good. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Also, you're cool.
Hello everyone, it's Ginny G again, here to cozy up with you all and read some more comments. All glory to Degen taxes and the prismatic scaffolding. What is it with you people and insisting I'm a DJ who wants to scaffold the prismatic bridge? Try it again and I will complete you from the inside out. Can we just call it Ginions instead of Jin's Minions? I'll call you whatever you want me to call you, but it's kind of a good idea. I think you should splash some green and white for Prismae Talk Brioche and a gin and boom-best deck. This is very funny and original. Laugh, please. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Screenshots, comments to use in a promotion. You think this is a promotional video? I literally talk about completing CGB, and I roast his followers on his own channel. So what exactly is being promoted here, other than your own imminent completion? 169, 420 pop, subscribe. Is Jenny real? Can he hurt me? Oh, baby, I already have. That gin and tonic is one wacky noodle. Hey, don't you talk about my wacky noodle. You still smell like cheese. Well then why don't you come over here and eat me up? And on that note, I'm gonna need to leave you all for some private time, so subscribe. 169 420. Gingy out.
Kaito. No answers, just Kaito. Could get run over. Gonna try it though. Gonna give it a shot. Kaito can be enough to distract people, and if their hand is slower, Kaito just takes up a huge portion of the mid-game. Let's see if they play around Jawari here. Nice little pause here. Let them just think about the Jawari. Top deck's Thirst. Shoot. Okay. Greeters can be very good. But yeah, let's drop a ninja. Try to get some free cards out of this party. Ginny Faye. Make a 2/2? A tapped 2/2. A tapped 3/1 more likely, right? Yuck. That is good. No blocks for me. So this 3/1, do we try to block it? Or do we get this card? I guess I'm gonna get this card for now. We do need answers. There's an answer. That's an answer. All right. Get thirsty. Can play this and wait till they put something on the stack, or possibly even their attacks before we kill Ginny Faye. Oh, God. Oh, man. They're probably going to attack both at the Kaido because they want it dead. So what's the right play? I feel like this is the card that needs to die. And I could prevent it from moving counters. Oh, I should have just done it for 4. An extra life could matter. No attack? That's got to be a mistake. That's got to be a mistake. All right. Come on down. Get those Helenas and Elenas out of your library. So Kami's Flare doesn't kill it as long as I don't block. Hot Spring and Violet the World Sculptor. Our opponent's deck is a pile. An interesting pile. So Violet, God of Kinship, the Dragon's Lash, Jetmir. It's an all over the place Ginny Fey deck. Bard class, of course. Now that makes sense. And 2 Snakeskin Veils to watch out for too. Okay then. Love to trade this 1/1 for the doggo. They don't have good removal though. If we can just make the largest creature on the board and keep the Phylas from going wide, will be very hard to beat. They topped the Bard class? I mean, that's pretty lucky. Yeah, the most important card in their deck they topped. That's scary. We'll have a Helena and Elena. They'll Kami Flare it. But we can bounce this to our hand? No, that's not very good, is it? Okay. No attacks, I guess. If they Hot Springs, we could trade. But we want to make them think about it. But their draws have definitely got... Like this top deck was so huge. The perfect point in the game. Well, I mean, obviously they'd like it on turn 2, but... they'll take it right now, won't they? Okay, we draw Ray. Ray actually kills Ginny Fey. Nice. Do we want to use Altawara on something else? We got this Phylath about to come down, but there's no basics. It's kind of weird that they have Phylath, so it's not going to go very wide. I guess bouncing Bard class in response to using it is not bad. Do we just have to try to attack them? I think so. Tempo gamer. With the Hive and the Kotose, maybe we can get the job done. Hopefully they didn't top deck a Veil. They only have 2. Makes me angry. So that has haste? Modified creatures have haste, and it comes in with a counter because of Bard class? God, okay. Wow, they drew those. Okay, Jesus. Why is it like this? Alright. Whenever a creature with haste attacks, it becomes... it's like endless synergy over here. It's absolutely perfect. They can't miss. Alright, now what? Don't want them to have basics, but I think I do have to use this Deluge and take 8. I don't think I have a good choice. I need removal. Don't have removal. I mean, this will barely function. I guess I also take the land so I can Altawara. Making this deck look like a frickin' gem, aren't I? Oh my god. Okay. Removal is happening. Removal is happening. So this comes in with a counter and it has haste. Ugh. So I need to trade Kotose with one of these. Kill the others. I should level this, right? Oh, they did. Okay. Okay. Trying to soup up the tokens? Okay. So first of all, that. So that there's no benefit from attacking strictly. Okay. So now that land entering the battlefield doesn't do anything, we're down to 7. We got them in kind of a deadlock where they need to keep top decking. But their top decks are really good because they have a Bard class they can level up and the Hot Spring still. And we draw land. Not what I was quite looking for. But let's represent Hive blocking the 1/2. I'm sure they drew something. I'm sure it's good. How would they ever miss? Oh my god. Do they have to play them this turn though? It says here Ginny Fey costs absolute 0. Oh god. No. Make it stop. This is so stupid. And the Kami's Flare can hit the Hive. Run away. They all have haste. Just finish me. I don't want to play anymore. This was horrible. Everything about this experience sucked. Yeah, good for you. Well, if we're not against a creature deck, this hand is good, so we're gonna keep it. But if they go turn 1 creature, we just lose. Sundown Pass, huh? Sus. One of these should probably come down. But I kind of want all of them, so I'm gonna hope I draw an untapped land. One of the... Okay. Snarl. Sure. Opponent might be on Velomachus. Although this feels like play with fire. It feels like their Boros kept a bad hand. Yeah, we should not have a chance in this game. Not with the hand we have, but we'll see. Maybe we get lucky from here somehow. Not so far. Haven't drawn another land. Oh my god, a negatable card. This is funny. Actually having cards like negate line up. Now there's the card that's going to kill us. If we don't draw something. I guess we'll Sorin. Make a little critter. Lifelink is good, I hear.
You fight for me.
Brutal Cathar's better, I hear. Could take their Stormseekers and have the biggest thing on the board, and then they really don't want me to keep this for a turn. It's probably the best thing I can do. I could also play a Kaido and, I don't know, Test of Talents their Play with Fire. Let's just play you. We don't have any removals, so we need help. Lots of help. We need a battlefield presence. Look at that. Okay, so they have Play with Fire, Sunrise, Cavalier, Bloodthirsty Adversary. Alright, anything else I need to know about their pile? Same crap, different day. Play with Fire and Royal Eruptions are the only spells worth hitting with the Test of Talents. Okay. Based on the hand we kept, it's going to be a hard game to win. And I can't really block this turn. Opponent should attack with that Ass Pirate, actually. What are they doing post-combat? Yeah, I don't think they did that very well. But whatever. It's fine. I'll take them. Let's play you. Still need to draw spot removal. This S Pirate is just making all of their creatures better than mine. And in the long run, it's going to get me. There's a Royal. Unfortunately, it means they also still have the play with fire to make our blocks bad. But having no royals is a step in the right direction. Okay, they're not gonna have play with fire, sure. Weird. $11. All right, we'll make a little. We'll do some dual blocking here. I'm not gonna attack.
Bring my own.
Try to make them charge into my creatures. Ignore Sorin, huh? Bold. All right, so we don't want to drop block a 4. We want to block a 3, and this is obviously the best one. Because that way the play with fire plus the creature doesn't kill both things. Are they going to play with fire the Sorin now? Yes, they are. All right, but they used up their burn spells. Now, can I draw? Please, can I draw a removal spell?
You'll never see me coming.
Need a board presence.
Bet you can't catch us.
Needed another turn between this flipping and attacking. All right, 4 mana, Riju, Stroke It. It's the only 4 mana card in their deck. Everybody going in? Bold again. Okay, we go to 3. There's no royals in their deck though, that's a bad draw. Okay, plus. Beautiful.
I'll be taking
Perfect. Do I keep a Jawari up my sleeve? Hive? Hive is like a blocker for next turn. If they draw a Riju and we kill it, we're okay. Yep, we're gonna play the Hive. We're gonna flip. Is that okay? This thing will have first strike, and then I can't kill it? That's not okay. That's not okay. We can't flip it tonight. Okay. Man, that sucks. Base? I'll take it. They don't have any Royal Eruptions in their deck.
Now this
Cool.
is a juicy secret.
Have you ever seen a storm-charged slasher not attack before? I don't know if I have. What? No attack? Opponent, you taking a break over there? All right, that was 3 straight lands. That's 4 straight lands. Okay, deck. It's a bit much. I'm holding. I'm too afraid. Haste creatures are their best form of burn because all that's left in their deck are 2 play with fires. We took out all the royals. And we have 3 more marches in our deck to get to. Oh, that's good. That will give them time. Give them time, they'll outscale me. They're not patient though. All right, adversary down. Boom. Yes. Okay. How best to destroy them?
It's like your defenses aren't
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it's like they knew. Oh my gosh, that game was hot. And that was an interesting game. Oh, it's close too. The Katose stealing the slasher actually, the storm charge, whatever wolf actually kinda, it got us through it, you know? It got the job done. On the draw, but we have Cosima, into Kaito. We got March and Mauling. We should be able to hang. What are you up to? Hunting for specimens, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Omen Keel. Think it's right in this spot. On curve, slam that sucker. Maybe give the opponent pause before attacking me with their 1/1. Nothing will give my opponent pause. Got it. Good to know. 1 blue mana, hold priority. Well, I feel hated. I feel targeted. Trespasser. Let's see what we draw. Swamp. I think we're just gonna soul shatter that Trespasser. Do we let it become nighttime? Makes their cards scarier. They might have another spell pierce. Whatever. Alright, well your pest is dead, so there. Okay, run it back. Great. How fun. Double march. Yeah, we gotta discard something, but is it the other march or is it the mauling? I have a feeling it's the other march. Oops, cancel. No, we're not. We're discarding it to the ward, not to the spell. Submit 0. There, yes. We got a few turns till the mascots. We need to try to work on finding a sweeper for that. Okay, we don't have many turns to the mascots. Potentially next turn, and they just have a memory deluge. Okay. Jesus. Nighttime is the right time now. So, yeah, Dimir mid-range is not what I build my deck for, but it's obviously the matchup the matchmaker is going to give us. Hook. 100% hook. How about you? You're like a card advantage source, but so is Soren. Hook 1, 2, leaves up 3. Okay, it's you. Can't wait for the spell pierce. They did memory deluge. Okay. Fading Hope. Sure. Seems fun. Pests die. There's still mascots to be played. But I have Otawara to return the hook. Cosima crewing herself. What a world. Dissipate. Jesus. Their deck is all over the place, man. They got a little bit of everything. There's the mascots. Take action. So we got one turn of absolute pain. And we definitely need, and I mean we need, our opponent not to have a counterspell when we try to replay the hook. Actually, we can return Cosima as a 3/5 and draw with the Field of Ruin, can't we? Yeah. Yes, we can. A little sooner than I want to do it, but it's an option. Opponent sees it. That's okay. I could take this 6 and go for the Deluge flashback. They didn't have a counter for the hook though last time. They've only had 2 draws since then. Okay. Which returns. I could re-exile the Cosima too. Like I could Field of Ruin, bring it back, draw, then re-exile it, play this, charge it again. It's a lot of options. To bring it back, to bring her back or not to bring her back? To bring her back or not to bring her back? That resolved really easy. There we go. That draw is probably really good too. This time the witch is dead. Finally. Now. Oh, that's so good. And a land for the future. Let's go, baby. So they also run Sorin and Ebon Death. Oh my god, their deck's all over the place. They're making it look good. But can they finish the job? Another witch. You. And another witch. Witches for days. You know what they say, witches get stitches. Okay, upkeep, stop. Gotta get this crude before we exile it. To generate more value. And we would love to kill these witches before they get to do anything cool, so... Hiya! Oh, taking it. Alright. They're gonna make me build a board again. There's some land. Too bad I can't channel that Otawara. It has to be channeled from hand. I should definitely kill one of these before I untap. Definitely. And then I want enough mana to also use a Deluge. And a Negate. So that's a 3-pointer. We're going to shoot a 3. Step back 3. Coming from Curry. just offsets the ward. Interesting. Swish. Although not as clean as I really wanted it to be, giving them those pesky besties. I do want to find time to flash this back as soon as I can before they find another trespasser. Ooh, okay. Their hook is going to offset my hook, but I don't think that's worth the negate. They have planeswalkers, and they have this deluge that they want to use. Okay. Just the witch. We go to 18. That resolved easy. Lolth, I think for sure. Let's grab a mastery. Another Cosima. Charge it up. It's amazing that you can have like 3 of these going at the same time. Pest's gonna take one for the team. Yes, both hooks trigger. Let's try to remove this thing. Another 3 life down the drain, but 1 less witch. It's not nighttime, so they only get 1 of these. Thank goodness. We knew the trespasser would be here. It was only a matter of time. Okay, upkeep. Crew up. Take action. Another exiled one. I'm willing to trade with that trespasser. I don't think the opponent is. What a grind. I'm greedy. So we want to make sure we flash this back. So that leaves us another 5 mana. So we could play the Lolth here. Also, if we don't play a spell, this will flip. We probably can't negate. Oh well. We've been holding negate for a while.
My children drenched. My will cannot be denied.
Also, if the opponent attacks into this, we just trade the spiders for the trespasser. So I don't know if they want that very much. Ah, here it is. Okay, now if they send the trespasser into the spiders and get rid of this deluge, good. Nope, they don't like that. Okay, they're out. Ooh, we out Dimir'd the Dimir. That was scary for a little while. Okay, we go first. We're gonna try it. We have to top deck a land. It's been best of times and worst of times. I had a few games where it felt like I was really playing it, and then I've had games where it just felt like I didn't get to play at all, and nothing I did mattered. So, some would say that's magic. I like to think it goes both ways. You know, that if you build your deck well, and you put in a lot of practice, you'll get more of the games where it felt like you had the right interaction at the right time because you built your deck well. But some days, you just can't do it. Some days it doesn't work out. Now let's see if our opponent's having one of those days right now. Like, this is a really good start against somebody who goes tap land, isn't it? Get those gold spans and fables out of that deck. All right, so they kept this hand for a reason. They probably have fable here. It has to be pretty good. Huh. Okay. Well, this turn, I think I'm holding up Test of Talents because I'm already in a good position. So I'm not going for the Sorin yet. Got him. Opus, Iteration, Jawari, Goldspan. Yeah, we got to get under that. Degenerate is it? Should probably be the name for it. Degenerate is it? At least they don't have a Hinata. I shouldn't say that. They'll draw a Hinata now for sure. 3 spells exiled. Beautiful. Beautiful.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Well, now if they do play a Hinata, at least I can kill it. And go for the iteration. So they have Jwari, which we can play around. And then next turn they're probably playing a dragon. Ooh, I can't play around Jwari with that, and I really want it on the field for when they play a dragon, so... I guess I should try to get them to act. Maybe they'll kill this. I don't know how I took their dragon fires, but, you know, we're trying here. Alright, I need to get a second black on the field. And then we have to decide, do we hold up Infernal Grasp for their dragon? Ooh, we hold up Jwari for their dragon. Oh yeah. Okay, so black. Go for a second Kaido? Just plus this? Yeah. Seems good. If they target with Jwari, we just let go. But they might also, like, cycle Opus here. And then they play around Jwari. Ooh, clever. Alright, yeah. Okay, so if they're not going to make this treasure, we just let this resolve. It's fine, I don't really need second Kaido. And does their hand really let them do something other than try to cast one of these dragons? The answer is no. So get out. And now we play Lulth, and their dragon has to run into Lulth. It's pretty good. Which means we want to use this to crew.
Raptured by my beauty, or do you fear it?
Because we need the reach creatures for the dragon to run into.
I will what I want. Now this is a juicy secret.
Look at all those beautiful lands I have to play. Now, I can't cast this side of it because it's exiled by the Omen Kill. You can only play the lands. So don't get too excited when you see the spells. Oh, baby, that's good. They found the Hinata and they have the Opus. Yep. Oh, and look at all the 1 toughness. Oh, that's not nice. They're just going to do it now. Yeah, they're worried about negate. Nice job drawing the Hinata. It can invalidate everything that came before, but let's see. Interesting.
I'm sure you'll miss it. I will do what I demand.
Okay, so we can get rid of their opuses with a Katose. But I think we have to try to stabilize first. So. Running this into that isn't any good. Ugh. That 4/4 is going to be a problem too. So I guess I need another unblockable creature? This is tough. I have 2 black. Alright, I'm not letting them untap with Hinata. So kill that. I need an untapped land to cast Soul Shatter and get around Jwari. So we play that. We'll make a ninja. The ninja, I guess, either chump blocks or we power up Omen Keel to chump block. And we say go. Here's a gold span. See if they drew a negate or another make disappear. Their draws have been good. Like, since we looked at their hand, their draws have been very good. Come on, man. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. No attacks from the 4/4. They afraid. They afraid of the Omen Keel. They don't like their cards getting exiled. Okay.
Mission's compromised.
And they have a Jawari up.
To go.
Otawara. Really need this to resolve. Alright, do we take Opus or do we take Negate? Do we go for the most power or do we go for the counter spell? I don't currently have a solution to this dragon. I think it's gotta be Opus. I think we go big. I should have played an untapped land first. I could have channeled Otawara. I guess I still can. Whoa. Weird. That doesn't save your Opus. Looks like it was the right call. Alright, they have a Jawari and a land, and they're going to try to top deck something. They have a Jawari. Well, I can crew Omen Keel and then Otawara bounce my Katose in response if I need to. One thing's for sure, I shouldn't play lands from my hand for a very long time. Both now. Yep. I think this ninja needs to take one for the team. But, so we can use the Otawara this turn if we need to. We'll crew this up into a creature. Could come back to bite me, but now we have two legendary creatures, so this should be able to channel if we need it to. We need it to. Yeah, they don't want to let me cast the Opus, so they top decked that. Holy cow. They top decked that. So we could get Katose, Exile, Negate, or Iteration, or we could get back Cosima. I think it's better to get back Katose. Oh, let's let this resolve and let the trigger hit the stack so they can't Jawari it and decline to play. Decline to pay in response to the Otawara. That would be a 5-head play, but you don't underestimate the opponent. Yes! Okay. Come out again. What if you had no expressive iterations? All right, let's have a deep look at this library. So, no more Opus. They have Valorous Stance, 2 Surges, Fable. That's it? And a lot of land. One of it's basic. Okay. They don't have much deck, actually. They took too many hits. I wonder if that means I'm supposed to play this as the 3/3 again. That's a good question. Try to mill them out? They're at 8. They're at 8. 8 life. Get aggressive. Okay. I wasn't going to try to cast one of these, but I guess they're making sure if they top deck well that there's no negate. All right, 1 card on top. Probably one of the few spells left, but remember, we have the Omen Keel. kind of interesting to keep any card on top in that spot. Here's Soren.
Overthinkable. My will. You can deal with my servant.
You go to 1. The Fable. See if we can locate a counter spell here. No, not yet. We don't have any black mana open. So what am I going to play this turn? I think I'm just going to cast this. So hand, library, exile, land, deluge, tap out. Soren Cosima. All right, what you got? This is the spot where the old Izzet deck would take all the turns. But this one we've gutted pretty deeply. I have to assume they just top decked that or they would have countered the deluge. Weird. And they're out of here. All right, they did the thing. They had dragons and Hinatas and Magma Opus and we still powered through.